Hello everyone. Well, look, where's the game? Hold up. There you go. For some reason it took a while for that to show up. Don't know why. Hello everyone. Alright, so what we're gonna do is do our dailies and just slowly boot up for the day. I don't think Mickey's the one to go to. What do you want? I realized I screwed up yesterday and didn't take a picture of the black turtle. I was at work to be fair, but I didn't log in and do it. So I'm stuck with that for another week. But oh. One, two, three, four, five. Reorganizing my life on my computer. Sorry. Ah, damn it. Screwed up my OBS. Just the layout, so everything's in a weird spot. I'm trying to fix it. There we go. There we go. Good. Alright. I've got it around me. Might turn down the music slightly. I can never tell how loud it is on your guys' end. Because I turned it up pretty loud on my headphones, just so it's loud to me but not loud to you. But I don't know how it actually comes across. I'm going to do the very healthy thing and have an energy drink. It's bad, but I'll do it. Alright, seems to me. Where is he? Alright, next stop. Now we've done the daily for the day. Yeah, then going to pick up all the buttons. Sorry, my brain's just it's the morning. It's my morning kind of Dave doesn't know what's going on in the world. that's all done. So my daily red button check is done, and now we do my daily stack of blue check. Stack of blue check. Well, not check. Well, farming, really. Alright, we'll get goofy again. Alright. Now we'll do a different scenery this time. Go do it in here. Where is it? Oh no, that's fine. I don't like doing that one actually. Because it spawns right on the other pools, so sometimes you get the other one. And it just takes forever. Alright. Now it's a riveting, compelling watching of me just doing this over and over again. Oh. Whoa, where did that go? What the hell? That's weird. Very weird. Come on. She don't change my rock. I don't really like my rock. Oh, it's purple. I don't like purple. I don't like purple. Let's go that one. It's a lot more shinier. long. This is like a nice, peaceful way of waking up, though. Like, it causes my brain to needing to concentrate, but not enough for it to matter. So my brain can slowly boot up, but being stimulated by very, very insignificant and risk-free things. It's nice. Yay! Alright. Now how are we looking? Let's... Alright, we're nearly halfway. Oh, get my food up. Actually, to be honest, I never get a bonus with fishing for the what are they, badges? Buttons. Yeah, I never get never get like a super bonus for fishing for these buttons. Hey, Mr. Tanker, how you be? Good morning. You been meh? Yeah, I get that. I get the feeling. Not even the middle of the week yet. It's only Tuesday. Feels like it should not be Tuesday. At least, like, think of it this way, Mr. Tanker. There's a holiday next Friday, so look forward to that. I'm having trouble waking up. It's on a slow boot for me. Just gonna lurk today. I'm so tired. Nah, it's alright, bud. I mean, that's part of the stream. There's some people come and just lurk. I mean, it says I've got what? 4 people watching on Twitch and 2 people watching on YouTube. You're the only one talking, so you're not going to be the only one lurking, probably. To be fair, one of those people from Twitch and YouTube is me, because I always have it up just to make sure it's working. Lurkers are more than welcome here, because this is more of a chill stream. We talk about whatever, and sometimes I'm standing in the exact same spot for a long time fishing for buttons, not saying anything. So it's the stream is whatever we make it, and that's part of the fun. And I'm just waking up too. Just keep in mind, literally woke up like what, about 30, 40 minutes ago. So Pretty much I wake up and come straight to my computer and just really set up my stream. With my little stream deck that I have now, all I need to do is push 3 buttons and then I'm good to go. So I've set things up that way. I've got one button that I press and it opens like 4 different windows at once for all my streaming stuff. I've got another button that starts the stream, and obviously I've got buttons to like switch between scenes and stuff. So I'm lazy. I've got a button that opens up my Sharesies account. So a lot of something I actually don't mention, and I'm going to say this even though I know not a lot of people are listening. As I play this game in the mornings, I actually have the stock market up. So in New Zealand, the stock market in America is actually open from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. Depending on daylight savings, it does change that hour. And during that time is when we can really make trades, otherwise you have to wait to the next day, like 3 a.m. So like if I make a trade at 9 a.m. today, I have to wait to 3 a.m. for anything to happen, so whether I want to sell anything. So typically somewhere, because I've got 3 screens here. My main screen here, I should show it. My main screen here, that's the game. That's my OBS. And I'm not going to show too much, but that's my stocks over here, which I do use for like website stuff as well. When we look things up, and so what I do. What I do every payday is I did this for weeks. I put $100 into the stock market, and they're into like stuff that I've done research on. They're not anything. Like I've made a rule to only invest in space stocks that I actually believe in, like Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab is a good example. It's a New Zealand company. It's based up north. Started there, and I've got friends that work there. Also Luna, who's developing technology to land on the moon, and ASTS, which is like a satellite company. So I invested in there, and I made a rule to myself months ago that once it gets to 6,000, I will withdraw 1,000, and then wait until it gets 6,000 again, and then withdraw 1,000. And that's the kind of rule. So I do have some other rules, but that's the main rule. Because of recently what's happened with Trump and Elon, Rocket Lab stock has skyrocketed. Pretty much all the space stocks have gone up. For instance, the ASTS, the satellite company, that's gone up by 45.46% over the last 2 weeks. Luna stock has gone up by 4%, and my Rocket Lab stock went up by a good 10%. So I've been hitting that $6,000 cap quite regularly in the recent couple of weeks, which all that money is going towards my saving for my transplant. So weirdly, because of Elon and Trump, I now potentially next payday have hit my 6-month savings goal for my heart transplant, because of everything that's happened in the last couple of weeks, which is massive. The fact that I can now safely have 6 months off without stressing about money is quite big. There's still a little while ago, and things have to go my way, but that's why I keep it up there. And I haven't said that on stream yet because talk about money and stuff, and people get a bit iffy. But I'm rather excited that with my next payday, because I take some of my payday and save that, and then, and then we try and make savings throughout the week and all that stuff. If we do go well enough, yeah, it's just really exciting to nearly hit that 6-month goal, which I've been trying since I came back from my surgery like a year ago. And knowing I can safely have 6 months off, don't need to stress about it, is really, really exciting. But obviously I'm not there yet. I don't want to get too excited. Because obviously if things go south, in the next day or two, or over the next week if things go south of the stock market. I don't know. It's just, yeah. I'm just getting a little bit like buzzy that I might finally get there. But yeah, I don't know why I expressed that tangent. I'm just getting a bit hopeful for a period of time where I haven't been. So can you go away, Elsa? You're really in the way of my fishing. This is a pick me kind of thing that's happening right now. Ban. Thanks, Mr. Tanker, for banning. Pretty much the only thing the mods need to do in my streams is just ban spammers. We typically don't have any people abusing or coming in here and causing too much drama, which I'm very thankful for. I think just obviously we're not popular enough to cause drama, but it's nice to know that we attract the right people. It does help that I've got the New Zealand attitude that, well, you know, someone comes in here and beats the decks up, I'll have fun with it rather than just let it get to me. I remember once I was streaming, someone came in and called me a bald idiot. I mean, all they're doing is stating the obvious in that sense. I'm bald, yeah, and I'm an idiot. Oh, I hit my 99 thing already. Sorry. I was too busy, too distracted. Oh, go away. Alright, there we go. That's my stack done for the day, and I'll all over here. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I don't know why I'm so cold all the time. Alright, so that's all done. Next step we do is we want to do our grinding out of the Storybook Vale Dreamlight duties. I should write this down of my crazy. Buttons. Storybook Vale tasks. And then Eternity Isle Gathering. That needs to be the current daily routine. And then once I do the gathering in Eternity Isle, we get back into the spreadsheet. Where is he? How'd you get over there so quickly? God damn it. I think I saw... I see it? I didn't. To collect something, it gives me that little bit of a bonus. I'm not seeing... Oh, there it is. Right there. I knew it was there. Oh, actually, I'll gather up an opal here. a shiny opal. And there's some rocks over there too. Yeah, finally. Like you just had a little nudge him. Alright. Come on. I'm Stitchy. There we go. I don't want to spend too much time looking around for stuff. I'll tick the boxes and then move on. It's always good to have Stitch with me while I do it. Get that once-off bonus once in a while. The pine cones, which, to be honest, you don't really get a lot of usability for, but that's good to have. That. Okay. Now we'll do a quick look around. Oh, yep, we've got some over there. Really just for the hope that it does that spring bonus, I call it, that just the bonus that it flicks out, because that will really help the duties that I'm aiming for here, because the pshing, it flips out, that all counts towards the duties if you collect them all. So potentially, I think it's 10 that it gives out. I don't know. I always don't count it. But yeah, it will speed things up. Considering I'm gonna need 900 of them, it's going to be a bit of a mission. I need 3 more just to finish this one. So that's, I think there's 5 steps to every Dreamlight duty. So I'm on step 3, and then step 4 was once I get 400, and then it goes to 900. Which is quite a lot, so... And that's why I'm not going to muck around too long. Searching for stuff, because I'm not going to find it all, and it's easier just to use the machine. There you go, some cinnamon. Cool. Alright. Now, next step is the owls. We've got the purple owl and the brown owl, the classics. Alright. And I do have my wheat, so on the purple owl. Alright, now the brown owl. I looked at my map like I could. I just looked at my map thinking I can see where the brown owl is, but I can't. So I don't know why I did that. Ow. Owl? Weird. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, so that's that bit done. These ones are going to be the harder ones to tick off. Because I just realized to get to 40, to get to 40 is only phase 1, and then you had to hit 90. That's going to be a mission. So it's just about doing it every day, ticking that down. That way, if I forget a day, skip over a day, it's not the end of the world. And it's a little bit closer to it. It's one of those monsters, once it's done, it's done. It's just a matter of getting there first. Bubbles. To tracking. Getting a little bit confused. There you go. Cool. Let's dance over here. So I need about 300 more. Still a bit of a mission, but actually let's just quickly look around. It doesn't look like to be an obvious place. The machines are so necessary, especially if unless you want to ruin your designs, the only real way of, if you're going to do this kind of grind of search for mushrooms and all that stuff, having a machine is so critical, because otherwise you have to move all your stuff every single time you look for stuff. And it'll take forever. Yes, because that way you can just, only thing you need to worry about is grinding out mist. And it'll save you so much time. And I think that's such an underappreciated thing, that the machines. And it's odd that some people don't use them. I know some people that actually go through the entire biome. I've seen some people on stream anyway. They go through the biome and just try and search for it all the time. And searching is okay because you do get that, as I said, that bonus. But unless you want to do that for hours, just skip a step, do that, and then just move on. Move on with your life. I mean, I'll make myself feel a little bit better and just do a quick little search just to see if I can see anything. Nothing obvious, so I just use it. Nope, nothing there anyway. Did I do that one already? Maybe. I don't remember doing it. There's nothing here. Alright. That's all done. Now, it's the dragons. So we've got a purple dragon. We've got the green dragon again. And then we've got the blue dragon. Oh. Alright. Stomach. Alright, let's find... Might as well, while I'm here, do this. I have to remember just to tick those off once in a while. Where is this blue dragon? There he is. Sure, I've still got the chains on me. Cool. And then data. Yep. Alright, there he is. So much easier when the critters play ball and actually appear. Makes my life a little bit easier. Just turning on my heater. Good old smart plugs. There we go. Alright. We're gonna go jump up here. Dump off what we have. Just to play out the inventory. Swap smash for the next bit. Alright. For that. Actually, this is the where we can get vanilla. So I want to check this. I think vanilla is going to be the next one I'm actually going to be able to tick off. The most realistic one. Actually, no, I take that back. Probably Cape Gooseberries is probably the next one. Owls, maybe. Yeah, owls I should finish off. Trumpet snails, probably a while away. It's just the spawn rate's so bad. It just takes forever. I'm all about time. Eventually, I'm gonna have to do a flower grind as well. But to be honest, I've got a stack of like every flower at the moment, so really necessary. The only flower that I do want to get is the. It's So I don't have a lot of it. So if anyone has any, and want to come by and dump them off, feel free to, because I kind of need them to build a marble fence. Gathering as a forging. It's forging. These ones, the Felucia Eternal Poppies. Those ones I need for a marble fence. So those are the ones I need to make sure I keep on collecting. We've done that. Here. These. I'm suspecting that these might be rather useful in the second update, so I'm gonna keep on farming these snippets, because my gut feeling is they're going to be more useful with the second part of the update. Of the expansion, sorry. Got some inks. The ink... I do have inkies that I have... Oh. Don't know why I care so much about that. I never get anything. It's just money. There is, yeah, the inkies here that I have to get, and it's also 3 parts. So once I got 1,300, that's probably gonna be like 5,000 something I need to get. So it's gonna be a very long time before I can actually finish that one. It's gonna be like very much like the Eternal Isle, how I pretty much it was the last one I got finished, or at least it took me a while. That's why these are so good. These machines are so good, it just wipes the ones I can't find out. Bother finding. But with the second update, there might be more inkies that more inkies that might be in a quest or something, and that may actually help you knock that off a little bit quicker. Probably why I want to do so much progress with it now. Get a little bit closer to it. Do the hard grind now while I'm doing the other things. It's a lot easier. Well, I've got a stack of mussels, so mussels going to be dumped away. Those. Space. Can't see any more. Or actually, wait for Stitch. Wait for him to throw things down. Yeah, this is the poppy here, and if you notice, that's the only one I've picked up. It's because it's a very rare flower, yet it's the only flower that actually helps you build these fences over. Yeah, so these fences here, these marble fences, you only can make with one of those poppies. And I kind of want to make this marble fence to kind of circulate the Hercules section. To kind of insulate it and just kind of make it its own little domain. This is where I ended up stopping. So I want to keep going up here, kind of seal it off, have this little garden spot that they can go to. I was going to make this little kind of garden section. Alright, well, I think that's done. Yep, that's all done. So I'm going to dump these off, and then we'll do the Eternity Isle gathering. We're not really gathering any, grinding anything out. And Eternity Isle is just the spawns that we're trying to gather as much as we can. And I'm making good time with it, because what we want to do is, after my break, continue on my handy dandy spreadsheet. But we'll do a bit of sunlit. We'll also gather up the vanilla there, just to progress that a little bit further. Because if I'm doing the Eternity Isle grind as well in my daily routine, I'm also earning mist, which is going to help me continue to use the machines without needing to spend a session grinding out more mist. So if I just add that to my routine, it makes things a bit more fluid and easier. So I'm down to 190 vanilla left, which is good. I don't know why I went here, because my mussels are down here. I don't even know why I put mussels with seafood, because technically it is seafood, but it isn't one that you fish for. Alright. And we are... Oh, get up, awesome. There we go, we are done. Oh, there's a memory there too. Oh, nice. Alright. Let's start the Eternity Isle stuff. Now, my break's in about 7 minutes, so whether we have enough time to do all the zones, we'll find out, but I'm running a little bit behind. Probably doesn't have me distracted. Missed there. Alright. What am I looking here? Oh, we've got a stack of Majesty. Sell that. Up here is probably the best place you can get stuff. Spawns all like nice and everything is. Yeah. little bit of a nudge sometimes. Just gather up everything. Oh, I got some cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon you can get from both Storybook Vale and Eternity Isle. That makes things a bit easier. Last bit, and then we'll go on my quick break so I can take my meds and get a coffee. Don't mind this though. It's of ADHD. I don't have a machine up here. I don't really need a machine up here, but it does make things easier. Just in case there's like something stuck behind something. Yeah, see it? All four. You dumpster. Alright. We'll leave it there, and actually we'll quickly sort out my life. And then we'll get to our stock taking. Which, well, the only person that gets pleasure out of me, but it's pleasure nonetheless. Alright. Sweet. So I got those deposit, and we'll do that in a second. Alright. Break time. I'm gonna go get a coffee, and I'm gonna take my meds. Actually, I need to switch myself over. This is what I need. I need another camera to point like directly there, and I can just switch over to bag cam, I call it. And it's a cam specifically just to watch me switch my LBAT unit to its mobile unit. Which is the most uninteresting thing when you've seen it a million times. Some people will find it interesting. But once you do it, like, I've done this for about a year and a bit now. And it's not interesting. It's the most annoying thing on this goddamn planet. It's also the most important thing in my life, because if I don't do it, I essentially die. So, the most uninteresting, boring thing in the world. And the most important thing. Hi, Spy. I'm just about to go on my break, so take my meds and get a coffee. So, I will talk to you in a little bit. I'll talk to everyone in a little bit, so I'll be back in a second. Yeah, hi Spy. How you doing? Alright, let's dump this stuff off and then do my handy dandy spreadsheet. So it's just a reminder, that's where my spreadsheet's at the moment. So I'm about halfway done. Ish. Halfway-ish. We'll see how far we get. Where is my cinnamon? There it is. Red cinnamon. Alright, and then Majesty. Alright, it's 26. Oh, yeah. Wait, 18, 26, 24, 25, 25, and 19. There we go. And get rid of the pebbles as well. Which is weird that I don't put it with the mining stuff, but I know it doesn't fit. It doesn't feel like the Oasis pebble. Is it Oasis glass? Yeah, Oasis glass. It doesn't feel like it fits with mining stuff for some reason. I always see it separate. Maybe just update the spreadsheet on me. Right. Oasis glass. Okay, it looks like I don't have Oasis glass on here. Oh no, I do. Time to start updating everything else. Alright, where was I? Ooh. Oh, that one's pretty full. Where's me grapes? Oh, no, that's not right. That's OV44 and then 25. Oh, no, it's 40, 45 and then 25, but it needs seats. So good. Having a good run at the moment of everything. Oh. Melons. Hmm. I think the problem with me is just I don't remember where everything is. Oh, honeydew melons extremely low. Alright, so that's going to be something I need to work on. Welcome back. I went to the bathroom. Good. So did I. Well, I got a coffee and went to the bathroom. Well, it looks like that's to work on. Where's the leak? Where's the leaks when you need them? Right, the leaks look good. So how are those challenges? Do you mean the Storybook Vale ones? Or do you mean what I'm doing right now? Like the Dreamlight duties for Storybook Vale, or the challenges as in me filling in the spreadsheet? I walk down the hallway and it's freezing right now. My feet are freezing, but I don't want to get this room too hot because like my temperature is very low because my blood's so thin because of all the blood thinners, and so I typically get cold very quickly. So I turn the heater on, but what I've noticed is that's overheating my computer. So I have to get this like weird balance of making sure I'm not leaving it on too much. Melon. Give me some melons. Just come. It's melons. That's 45. Oops. That was lucky. So that's 44, and then 37. Nearly finished the oats. Nearly finished the oats. Yeah, during my direct duties. Well, the current update is I managed to smash out a whole bunch of ones, a little bit on the weekend as well. So the only ones I have left are essentially the gathering ones, where you know the Cape gooseberries and the trumpet snails and the vanilla and all that stuff, and feeding. Actually, I realized I didn't do the Pegasus, so I should actually do that. And feeding the critters as well. So I probably won't finish it by the next update. But what we'll do before the end of the stream, we'll quickly feed the Pegasi. We've got the peach one and the yellow one just to do. So, oh no, I've got the peach one and the blue one. So just those two. So I'm getting there. It's reached a point where I only can really do it daily. I mean, technically, I could keep it like every hour, keep going and checking for Cape gooseberries and all that stuff, and I might throughout the day log in, use the machines, and log out again. But that's kind of where I'm sitting at the moment. Vanilla is the most likely one I can actually smash out. The quickest. Cape gooseberries is basically on the verge of being finished before it gets to 900, but now it's just the daily grind one. Yeah, I guess technically I could speed it up by logging in twice a day, like do it now, and then maybe at 7 p.m. log back in and do it, but I'm really bothered. So just doing it once a day, I think, is the sweet spot for it. I totally understand. I make it on for an hour now, maybe an hour, and that's enough. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much power as well, so it's that catch-22. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So yeah, with the Dreamlight duties, it's going to just be I've set up a daily routine that we're going to do on stream. So first of all, it's the buttons. We'll do the button run, and then it's the Storybook Vale tasks, or all those particular tasks, and then the Tuning Isle gathering really for my stock taking, and that's pretty much going to be the routine until the expansion comes out. Not expansion, sorry, the update. And obviously we'll talk about the update and all that stuff. And I've got my longer stream as well that I do on Wednesdays. So I normally do the dream snap then, but I don't have a lot to do if I stick to my daily routine. So it'll be interesting what I come up with. I'll figure out something. Cool. I'll swap those. There we go. 7 now. Cool. And that needs seeds as well. I know. I have noted it. Five and then 3. Potato. Potato. Pumpkin. Now, pumpkins is always going to fluctuate how much I have because I sell a whole bunch of them. 34. Fettuccine. Where is this one? I can't. Again, it's another one that for some reason I just can't find. Ah, here it is. Ooh, it's also another one that I don't have a lot of. I didn't realize it was so bad in some areas. But this turn up, I know I need turn up. So I'll do that now. Oop, that's 45. Oh, muzzle fairy rye. Have I done fairy rye? What does an alphabet? Yeah, I've actually done a fairy rye already. Oh, it is rhubarb. Yeah, rhubarb I'm not doing too well either. There's a few of them I actually do need to grind out. Which is more annoying than you would think. I didn't think I had too much to do, but... my crazy is all written down, and it turns out I do have quite a lot to do. Ruby lentils. Fly leaf better. It's 7, 55. Milk. Cool. See, this one it gets chipped away at it because I use it for souffles. Go, so that's 36. Add another 4. Cool. I have some good news. I'm now down to 16 quests. Nice. I'm trying to do 10 in one day. Don't push yourself too much. Like, make sure you enjoy it. I mean, it's not going anywhere. You, you're not going to get any more quests until the next update, which is like 2 weeks away. Just enjoy yourself. So if you rush through it, you're not going to enjoy it. So far, it's 5 or 6 when you can. Just stick to that. You'll be surprised of how bored you actually get once you complete everything. And that's the status that I'm in. It's like I kind of finished everything and just like, now what? Yogurt. Ooh. Is that yogurt? Oh, it's plain yogurt. That's 45, and then add in a little bit, 38. Double egg. 7, then add in 40. Golden apple. Seven. And Leon? Leon? I don't know. I don't have that on my list. How do I not have that on my list? Yeah, I put it in alphabetical order. It should be there. Alright, we're gonna have to add. That is really bad of me. Oh no. I had to know the spelling of it. Eastlean Green. I think it's just because it's one I bought, so just didn't have it listed. Alright, and then we'll set there, and then additional 30. That should be it. Cool. You haven't done anything with your chest? What do you mean you haven't done anything with your chest? What do you mean by that? Gooseberry. You need to redo your storage base. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people compliment my storage base, but it's not that great. I mean, if it comes into what you want. I mean, if you're a hoarder like me, you need like a spot for every single thing. And that's why I've got the layout that I have, because I feel like if it's on an island, you eventually will run out of space. But if it's here, it's kind of like I've got all the space to put all the items, because there's going to be a lot of items over the course of the game. And I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. And I don't want to waste the islands. The islands are something cool to have from a creative point of view. But I do find myself like thinking like, am I happy with it? And I'm never happy. I'm never happy with my storage space. And I think that's half my problem. Alright, so technically I'm on the O's now. I've ABC'd everything, so we're gonna do oysters, and might as well, while I'm here, pick up these. There's some oysters. You have to go around each biome again. I built a vacuum cleaner so I can store it on my person and move things around. That's good. Vacuum cleaners are definitely something that more people need. I see it very underutilized. Alright, we'll keep that on hand for now. See if we get a stack of that just to make it an even amount. Alright, so that's 30, 24, 28, 29. Make sure I click the button while I'm here. Paprika. I'm so close to finishing my list finally, and then we can actually start completing it. Paprika, here we are. So that's 18, 19. you haven't done any of the meats, have I? Yeah. I don't think I've done slushy ice either. Slush ice. Slush ice. Here we go. It's 45. That's 46. Pork. There we go. Very unhealthy to store pork this way, so I'll recommend it to people. I don't think I've done any of the meats, so I can knock these off. Venison. Cool. And then chicken. Oh, poultry. Just call it chicken. I guess they call it poultry. That means it could be any bird. You can be really vague about what kind of animal got slaughtered. Rice. I did a thing though. I put my ancient fast cooker and Tina's slow cooker together in my house. Nice. And left the other campfires in the biomes. Netherwork tables made every biome. I made for every biome, every map, and forever craft. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing for all my residences. I make sure that they have their own kind of cooking slash so an uncrafting table or cooking table, and a crafting table. And I just make sure all biomes have those, or all residences have those three, but also every biome here has those as well. So if I go up here, there'll be a station here. There you go. The crafting table, cooking table. I don't have the uncrafting table here yet, but I also have these there because they're winter ones. But yeah, that's what I've pretty much done. I haven't got exactly where I want it yet, but it's a good idea. It's a good idea. You just want to. The thing is that like what you want to do is find ways of cutting down the downtime of the time that you have to do the tedious things like travel to another area just to craft and all that stuff. Find ways to make your gameplay easier, and that's the kind of way I do it. That's why I've got all the setups that I do in terms of my storage. Is I don't want the downtime I need to like teleport backwards and forwards to a storage island back when I want to drop things off. So I make sure it's a really accessible kind of area. But that's just me. I mean, everyone's got their own crazy, but I just don't like downtime. I'm not very good with it. It's 46. Oh, crystal. I have to remember where I put it. Yeah, it saved me running to my house too. Yeah, and that's the main reason I took the majority, like all my storage stuff out of my house, because it was just wasting too much time with the load times going inside in the house, and then because I've got ADHD dumbness, I keep forgetting things all the time. So I ended up just going through those load screens over and over and over again because I just forget, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. I got 50. I've only got one stack, but I mean, one stack is better than nothing. Scallops. Scallops are good. Sweet. I was worried I have to do the scallop grind. Sea grapes. That's another one that I don't have a lot on. Do I have sea grapes in? I do know I've got sea grapes. So, yeah. I should have it on the table, right? Oh, there I do. Ah. Because I'm smart. I need to reorganize all my fish stuff as well. Alright, there we go. And that's why I think a lot of people forget to invest time, and when they have the down periods between updates and stuff, is just work out how to make your life easier rather than more problematic. You can make the best design in the world, but it doesn't really mean much if you have to destroy the design to actually achieve the next update, you know? Unless you like doing that. If you like doing that, then good. But I personally don't like continuously destroying my designs just to make things work. Crazy, and I seem to destroy my designs every single update, but that. Where is my sugar cane? I swear half of me nowadays is just running around trying to figure out where everything. Oh, looks like I've used some of it. That's 40, 43, 43, and then 22. Mm-hmm. 45, and then 47 on that. So I've got only two more to go. Only two more to go. So wheat. That wheat's probably one I'm gonna need some more. Where it is. No, so wheat's gonna be something I'm gonna grind. And finally, yam. And oh no, it's 45. 82. There we go. So switch over here real quick. On Desert Beach on the docks, the bind where I placed all my aquarium storage for fishing collections. It's a good idea. I kind of like all the fishing stuff in the fish market, like all in one spot. But I can see why you did that. Because I mean, I did consider putting, like building markets for every aisle and just having that all insulated. But then I realized people can come over and grab the stuff, and if anyone wanted any of that stuff, I would have to like grab it and then move it. So I might actually move to that model that you suggested there once people have the ability of moving to different aisles without me needing to go with them. And I'll make a little kind of hub for every single area, but it's just a theory if they ever allow it. All right, so we'll go across. Now the spreadsheet for all the food is now completed. So what we want to do is first we want to sort it from smallest to largest. And then we want to filter by color, only show the reds, and filter by color, red. There we go. These are all I need. So what I can do now, and we actually do have time to start grinding it out. I'll start at the top of the list, and like I only need technically 3 to be underneath that 50 mark, which turns it green. So there's got to be a lot here I can just smash out like today. So that's what we're going to be doing. All right, first cocoa bean. Actually, let's just make sure. I've got backspace. We'll do the first 3. So we'll do cocoa bean first. One is cucumber, so I think cucumber I'm going to need to plant, because I don't think I have cucumber in my market, which is another reason why I'm glad I'm doing this, because I need to make sure my farm needs to be good to go. Elysian Grain doesn't have a link. It doesn't have a link because I just added it today. I didn't expect someone to notice. Why did you notice that out of all that? All right. I'll get the link. Hold up. I'll get the link. Hold up. just for you, I will get the link. And I'll show you me doing it too. Just to make you happy, Spy. I'll just make you happy. Where is it? It would be under ingredients? Probably ingredients. Just to make you happy. Where is it? Elysian grain. Elysian grain. Oh, it's gone because Alright, we have to unfilter this as well for you. There we go. Oh, Coffee Bean doesn't have a link as well. There we go. Elysian's grains, and I guess I do have to do Coffee Bean as well. Otherwise, you'll call me out on it. Remember coffee was actually added to the game? A lot of people forget Coffee Bean wasn't actually added to the game until Stitch was added to the game. Oops. Oop. There we go. Try that. There we go. There you go. I have a question. Which tables do you use for flowers? I used to. Some I've used don't work. Yeah, this one? You mean this table? I made my own table. But to be fair, probably haven't updated it since the Tuning Isle. None of this has the storybook battle stuff. But on here, it should still have it on the wiki. The under flowers there, you got all that. So all you kind of need to do is just copy and paste that table. You can just copy that paste that table into a spreadsheet. Oh, you mean in-game? Sorry. I'll switch over. There we go. See, I've always debated about it, so I kind of use these glass tables at the moment. But the problem is these ones, they're quite big. They don't really fit. They did redesign how you put things on tables, so it actually allowed me to centralize the chest. Because before, it didn't kind of let you do that. You had to kind of put it on one side or the other. And there wasn't a lot of spots. So I kind of just placed them here. Place them here and then put the chest there. But these ones here, it depends on if it's a 1er or it's a 4er. So a 4er kind of fits nicely there, and a 1er kind of fits there. And then I bulk it out with it. Because you can't put, it's not like an ingredient or like a food that you can put a stack of them. It's a 1. So I can just easily just pop those down without worrying too much. These are probably my favorite. These ones, yeah, cool. Yeah. So the big ones. So the only real big ones are these ones. And I haven't really found the best table for it, and it doesn't really sit flushly next to each other. I'm thinking about setting them up kind of like this. Because I think you can do this. I can set it kind of like this. Yeah, it kind of sits a bit flushly there. So all I need to do is squash this in here. Like that. And then just rinse and repeat this one as well. So just take this one out. Ooh. And that actually came from when they rejigged how the tables are done. Is that's just how they fit. Thanks for reminding me, because I've been putting that off for a while. Ooh. That one there. Grab another one. There you go. Like that. And yeah, so it sits a little flushly in there. It's not perfect. It's annoying, but at the end of the day, it's one of those cases of like, look, it's better than what it was, and it's the best you're probably going to get. And it's out of the way. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell it's off unless you kind of looked at it closely like that. Because I mean, you could put the big table at the end, so when you're walking this way, you can't really notice. Because if you're walking this way, there's a lot of stuff in the way anyway. It's a very crowded area. I'm hoping to make a biome eventually once we get more aisles and I'm able to transfer a lot of these characters over to them. Have a whole biome that's just like a flower one, and then these are a little bit more spread out. It's frustrating, but it works. I need to put the hummingbirds around. I think that will really jazz it up a bit. Anyway, getting distracted. It's a good distraction. I hope that helped, though. I hope that helped. For what it's worth. To get my filters back on. Okay, cool. So Cocoa Bean was the first one. That's done. Now Mint was another one. So I'll jump over here. Now Mint I only needed 3, so all I would probably need to do to top things up is just gather that. And then Cucumber's the last one. Now I got rid of all my farms that were here that grew cucumber. I think it was here. Cucumber. Yeah, it's Frosted Heights. So we're gonna jump over here and plant some cucumber, which I probably should have bought some seeds for before I did that. But I'm an idiot. What's that? Is that onion? I wish it tells you what it is, because I don't remember what that is. And I don't want to harvest it and bugger it up. Alright, I need to buy some cucumber seeds. Actually, I'll just grab some. You put all your 3 different flowers in the Bella. Yes, they help me. The ordinary beast agrees now. I want to move Green. I want to move Moana's boat. And they don't even need to change what's available in Moana's boat. I just want to be able to move it to another valley. So Moana's boat, Beast Greenhouse, Tiana's restaurant, Tiana, the restaurant, and Daisy's shop. I want to be able to move those to a different valley. Because it's really frustrates me that I can't. Because it does clog up a few things. I mean, I want to move Beast shop, I think, is here. It is in the garden, which does make sense. But I want Beast to be in Storybook Vale. I want his shop to be there as well. I want that to be Beast like domain, or not domain, not like he owns the whole domain. Just like that's where all the Beast things are. So the minute I think, all right, I need that, I will go there, and it kind of forces me to go to Storybook Vale. And it's the same, because what I'm worried about is the problem that we have with Eternity Isle. There's no reason to go to the Eternity Isle once you're done. Once you've got everything from Eternity Isle, there's no reason to go. So I want to create reasons to go there, and a good reason could be having certain shops there. And so that's why I kind of want them to have the ability to do that. Alright, we're going to move this over here. And Wally's Garden, that's another one. I want to move it to the promenade. It's where I moved Hermione, but yeah. I mean, it feels like that, it does feel like that's something that is coming. It'd be very weird for them to put that restriction on permanently. I don't know what exactly would stop them allowing it now. There must be some programming reason, because it seems like a very silly thing to have locked in. Or a logistical reason of like, how do you show that on the UI and all that stuff. But it does feel like something that's coming, because eventually people are going to run out of room. If you've just bought Dreamlight Valley, you're going to run out of room on the main things. And they could argue, yeah, we've got islands and all that stuff, but I don't think you can move the shops to the those things to the island. I'm pretty confident you can't move those to the island either. So they're going to run out of room. So it feels like it has to happen eventually. Otherwise, and this also could be the reason why they're holding back on introducing more of that kind of stuff. Oh, and Mulan's booth as well, which reminds me I should go there and pick up the tea. All right. So select seed. Cool. And that's the cucumber growing. So we're going to be able to finish that off tomorrow. Cool. All right. Now, the one thing we did say that we're going to do is feed the Pegasi. But yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, I think it's something they're going to have to introduce, and I think it could be the reason why they're not introducing more shops is because the more shops they add, the more they're kind of forcing people to have them in their valley, those shops. So it could be just a case of like we're not introducing so many shops because it's kind of forcing everyone to have them. But if they give the ability to be able to move them to islands and move them to the Vale or the Isle, I think it's going to open the doors of them introducing more, which I really hope they do. I really hope they introduce a premium shop. I think that'll be really cool of like basically just showing, or at least putting these items that are in the shop on display and maybe a few added bonuses on there, maybe a way to gain a few more moonstones of doing the daily that's part of that premium store, and it is a good excuse of introducing another character to the game. They could do that. They obviously could introduce different shops to kind of like Moana's boat, but for Eternia Isle or for Storybook Vale, and just a unique fish joint for that. So they can, for Eternia Isle, you actually get this fish joint. And obviously they're introducing different skins for Goofy's booth now, and I'm guessing they're going to start introducing different skins for the other shops as well, because they've really done a different skin for Scrooge's shop. So I'm hoping they go down that route. I mean, it is a lot of work for very little reward from a financial point of view that they'll see, but I think the more options you give players in a design game, the more likely they'll keep playing that game. I am trying to find the Pegasi, because I've only got 5 minutes. Oh, I've only got 5 minutes and I can't seem to find the Pegasi. It's hiding. And that's why I always get excited about the quality of life improvements. Everyone gets excited about the new characters, the new star path, and all that. I get excited about the quality of life improvements because the quality of life improvements do definitely make an impact on the gameplay, quite significantly. And the fact of that, based off the notes that they left on their website about, there it is, about that update to the Dev Diary update video, that they've specifically mentioned that something is coming to multiplayer, a new feature will come to multiplayer, and it is sounding like you're going to be able to send stuff to people through a mailing system, and that is getting exciting because if they open the door of allowing people to mail stuff to people, it's a stepping stone into having a wider, interconnected community within the game, which is something that they haven't got at the moment. It feels like the only way you can really connect with people is outside the game through Discord, through Reddit, through Facebook, all that stuff. But the minute they give a way to in a way, communicate through the game, it's going to start opening doors. And I'm really hoping some kind of club system. It would be really awesome for all of us to, when we're playing the game, to have this kind of goal that we're all working towards, and we'll feel a little bit more connected as this little pocket of our little community, if you want to call it that. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities that can go down, and I'm really hoping they start to see that potential and explore that a little bit, because that would just add so many legs to the game. If every week we are just grinding out a particular goal together, and we all benefit from each other's work. I think it'll be really cool. Even if it's just like 3 or 4 of us, you know? It'll be cool. Alright, this is the last Pegasi I need to do. Right on time, too. Because imagine if it's like, give 1,000 gems, and everyone has to donate gems, and I could just smash it out like that. And then everyone benefits from it. That would be awesome. I mean, some of the bigger communities will obviously get the advantage. But if you just got a group of friends of like 5 people, it should be still attainable. You don't want to put it out of reach for people, because then you're forcing people to join big communities in order to get the goal, and you don't want that. The minute you start doing that, you're gonna fracture the kind of the friend spirit of the game. All right. Well, what we'll do quickly is we'll dump these off. We'll quickly dump the cocoa beans and mint off, and then that should actually tick these off my list. Mussels. Oh yeah, mussels there. I've done the cucumber stuff as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the new update. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I forgot to ask for next week off. I need to do that at work. I need to also buy the ticket. Oh, there's so much I forgot to do. I don't want to be too late. Here's the clock. I'm going to quickly buy these. GG, glad I could hang out. Yeah, I'm glad yeah, I'm glad you came around. It's always good to have somebody here to talk to. And it's always good because luckily I've been doing this long enough that I always seem to have somebody here and a different person, seemingly, every day that comes and talks, and I think that's really cool. I mean, yeah, it's just fun. Like I don't know who I'm gonna get like every day, and I think that's really wicked. And sometimes it is the same person for like a couple of days, and then they just vanish, and then it's someone else that pops along, and it's just a continuous kind of like you can drop in and out whenever, and it's just cool. And catching up with people, and even though at the end of the day everyone is just like a name on the screen for me because I haven't actually met anyone in person, but it's just cool. I think it's really cool. Definitely going to help me after my transplant. Going to keep me a little bit sane. I can imagine myself going a little bit crazy. Alright, well that's the mint done, so we'll quickly update that. That's 47 and then 7. And then cocoa bean, wherever that is. Where did I put the cocoa bean? Well, that's done, so that's one less thing, or 2 less things I need to do tomorrow. Cool. Alright. Oh, actually, no. As always, we have to finish with wherever the highlight, the event is, or the update is. So, here is the parks. Current parks event is on, so we have to end it in Park Island. Park Island needs a bit of work, so I'm probably gonna work on that before the event ends. But maybe in my long stream, maybe in the long stream on Wednesday, I will finish Park Island. Anyway, thanks for popping along, Spy. I really do appreciate it. And thanks, Mr. Tanker, if you're out there listening. You're probably at school now, but I do appreciate you. And thanks anyone else that is listening to this, or will listen to this, or has listened to this. It's really appreciated. I feels like my routine is back to normal, doing this every day, no longer missing a day. I'm starting to figure out how my life can work, with being a little bit more tired and that. And believe it or not, it's just all about going to bed on time and not having naps during the day, which you'd think is a self-explanatory, but I always thought having naps during the day was probably a good idea considering my condition. It turns out it was doing more damage than good. So anyway, we'll leave it there until tomorrow. Longer stream tomorrow as well. So, hey everybody, kia ora.